What is going on, my YouTube family? Sergeant Graybeard at Graybeard Gaming Group. Today is Friday, November 6th, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. Yesterday, we put out a video showing you some of our favorite ways to farm for exotics in the game, and one of those ways is control points, and we received a lot of messages asking us what are some of our favorite control points to farm, so we wanted to show you a few of them today. Now make sure if you are new to the channel, you hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family, and if you enjoyed this or found it helpful at all, take a quick second and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. So the first thing I want to talk about is difficulty when you're running control points. Now I choose to do heroic because my character is capable of doing that, and you face 2 named enemies before you actually clear the control point. Now, some of you may not be able to do that on your own, so what I suggest is if you want to try heroic, get to the control point, call for backup, wait until backup arrives, and then obviously with another player, that will increase your chances of clearing it. So today I'll be showing you 3 of my favorite control points because I've had the best luck finding the best loot there. You know, all of this footage is from this morning, and make sure down below you leave comments of your favorite control points because, again, all the information we have that can help each other out, that's what we like to pass along here. So you can see our first spot is MLK Library. What we do is we fast travel to the Grand Washington Hotel, scoot over there, and the reason why I like this one is you have 2 great vantage points because obviously, you know, with a control point there are 2 waves of NPCs. And you'll see from this footage, what I do is I start the control point right here, just post up, take these guys out, and then as soon as that first wave is defeated and I take out the named boss, I just swap over to another section, which you'll see in a second, which gives me another great vantage point for the next wave. And as you watch this footage, keep in mind that, you know, I'm doing these control points with the skill build because that's what I enjoy to do and that's what I'm the best at this point in the game. However you want to run these things, that's your decision. I mean, that's the best thing about this game is you can really make it your own. I mean, I see footage of players, you know, running, you know, Hunter's Fury or just doing like a different type of a skill build with it, like a mortar turret or whatever it is, or they're running, you know, a shield and a sidearm. And look, the point is that when you find certain ways to run the game and you know really what you're looking for, when you combine the 2, that can really help out your farming. Another question a lot of you had in regards to farming control points was, do you have to have directives on to have exotics fall? And the answer is no. Now again, this is from this morning and I am on heroic, but we were able to get an exotic drop at this first control point when we were, you know, putting this together. As you can see in the screen right now, there are no directives active. Now, adding directives, you know, in theory can increase your chances of that targeted loot, but again, it is not required. I mean, like I said, we did this on heroic, no directives. We got an exotic, and I think we got 2 or 3 god rolled items as well. And as we move on, you know, this first control point was ridiculous. Like, this doesn't happen at every control point. The next 2 I'm showing you, we didn't get anything even close to this. So again, as often as you can run these, and every once in a while, you will kind of hit that jackpot. All right, my friends, moving on to our second control point that we love to run. It's the No Hope Hotel. It's located in the Southwest. And for this one, you know, the vantage point that I've chosen for the first half of it, it's not the best, but so far it seems to work pretty well for me. And as we move on, first off, like I said, you know, before, make sure any control points you love running, and you know, I can't put them all, obviously, in this video. I have other ones I run, but I wanted to show you just 3 of my favorite ones. But any ones you guys like running, please leave in the description below. Anyway, getting back to this, what I do is I post up here, take out that first wave. You have pretty decent coverage. You're going to have some NPCs in a few moments coming from the left. And as always, I'm just going to cut to taking out the named NPCs and then moving on to the next wave. Now, one thing I like to mention in regards to this control point is check the map before you fast travel here, because a lot of the time you will see an elite convoy or resource convoy, and that can completely throw off your clearing this thing. What I recommend doing is this. You check the map. If you see it's like a circus, you got like 7 things in one area, reset the control points, and then go back once it seems like this is the only thing that's actually active in the area when you want to farm here. You can see now why this is why I like this control point. Once that first wave is done, everyone else is just coming in. It's just fish in a barrel. They're just heading right towards you. You have a great vantage point. You can take these guys out, and yeah, you can do it probably. These usually take me anywhere from like 8 to 10 minutes tops. And in my opinion, that's another reason why these control points are great on Heroic, because you are facing the named bosses. And let's say, if I have certain missions I love to run, but if something goes sideways and you wind up dying, you got to start over again. And the whole point is to get to that named boss at the end. Now, in regards to this control point, there was one piece of good loot that was in the actual shade cache itself. Other ones I'm just going to break down for, components, things like that. So again, I had a great first one. That one got one item that was, good. Everything else was pretty much garbage. Last but certainly not least, my friends, our third control point that I'm showing you today is Sleeping Giant. It's located in Foggy Bottom. And again, this is great because you have 2 perfect vantage points when you start each wave. And the reason, by the way, I keep bringing up vantage points is that when you're playing on your own, it's so easy to get flanked sometimes and you get thrown off and then you got to start over. It just becomes a hot mess. So I like to pick places where I know the layout and it maximizes my chance of clearing it. So the first thing I do when I get here is try to clear a path so I can get to this upper level, which is just right across the way. And then once again, post up, fish in a barrel, you sit back, you're lighting these guys up. This is another reason why I love running a skill build with the turret and assault drone. And for those of you who may be wondering, the skill build itself is very basic. I've got 3 hardwired pieces. I've got 2 Hana U, 1 Murakami. The chest piece is running kinetic momentum, and the backpack is running combined arms. One thing I do suggest in regards to your weapon is that it has the talent in sync on there because it gives you a bonus skill and weapon damage, and those bonuses are actually doubled when they're both going on at the same time. However, my friends, as I said before, run these control points the best way you know how. It could be SMG build, or an AR build, or an LMG. It doesn't matter. Like, as cliche as it sounds, have fun playing the game, run certain control points, and hopefully you get some good loot. I mean, my main goal today was to show you some of my favorite control points to run where I've had the best luck. I really hope this helps out, and yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. As always, I want to take a quick minute and thank you all for the continued support. I really appreciate it. As I said earlier, please leave other control points that you love running below. I am definitely going to put together another one of these videos and highlight some of those as well. That is the main reason I started this channel. I wanted to build a community where gamers are working together, helping each other out with tips and tricks and all this good stuff, and that's exactly what we're creating, and I love that you guys are a part of it. Make sure if you are new to the channel, you hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of what we're doing here. We have a lot of great things coming up on the horizon. If you enjoyed this video, take a quick second and hit that like button. But most importantly, take care, be kind, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.